Learning how to draw is overwhelming enough, so I'm gonna show you how to get started in a very simple way and what has worked for me. You probably already heard of the concept of identifying simple shapes and narrowing the drawing down to its final shape from smaller shapes. The method I'm going to show you right now is not about using several shapes to keep this simple, but instead, when you're getting started, to focus on just one imperfect shape. A basic pencil and piece of paper is enough to get started. I like to have a ruler and an eraser at hand too, just in case. The first step is to practice drawing circles, and I'm going to go against common advice here. For example, I was taught I should learn and draw an almost perfect circle in one go as part of the drawing fundamentals, but I found that not only am I not able to do this easily, and frankly, with time and practice, it's actually useless to me because I'm able to draw nicely anyways without ever getting each line right in one single confident stroke, or even two. I found that instead, I prefer to draw a bunch of circles until I get one nice one out of all those, and then I can use my eraser, and at the end of the day, the result is the same. For me, it works as easily to hold my pencil further up and have my hand almost parallel to the paper, than to hold the pencil close to the lead and raise my hand a bit. The only common advice I've found really helps me is drawing using my whole arm and shoulder rather than just the hand and wrist. My belief is that even though common practices help, there's no doubt about that, even what I'm talking about today actually comes from common practices, everyone should be allowed to tweak what they learn without feeling like they're not doing it right or that they don't look pro because they're not confident. I consider myself to draw pretty well. I freehand everything that I do, and I certainly don't do it in a conventional way at all. I don't think I look pro when I sketch. So don't be afraid to take your time and try again. Just focus on getting to where you want to go. The how is less important. And so we can move forward to the next step together. If you're having a hard time to draw a circle in the way that I showed you and you need an extra push, nothing prevents you from just grabbing anything that's circle shaped and using that to draw your circle. The only tricky part is to find one that fits the size of the drawing you want to make. I'll use what I have at hand, like this masking tape roll or coffee cups, glasses, bowls, and whatnot. So once you're comfortable, you got your circle, you can still improve the technique later. Now you can focus on drawing something cool. So for sure, you're not going to be able to draw absolutely everything that you want with just circles, but what we're doing here is actually building confidence through simple objects that come from the circle, because seeing that you can do it is what is going to help you to learn more and gather the motivation to do more. Fruits and vegetables go great with the circle method, but you can also draw other things. You can type round object, for example, on Google, or a free stock photo website to get ideas. So let's start with an apple. And after you have your circle, the next step is to tweak parts of it to make it look more like your subject. And for this, it's a good idea to work from reference and to observe. For example, the first thing I notice is this apple is slightly tilted. I find that dividing the circle in half with a tilted line already gives us some direction as to where to tweak what. You can see the bottom of the apple isn't flat nor round. Instead, it looks like hills and valleys, and I try to reproduce what I'm seeing, knowing, and that's important, that it's okay if it's not perfect because this is not a human or an animal's face. Next, I can see the sides are almost like the circles, but a bit bumpier, less perfect. So I can try and incorporate that, and it's the kind of small detail beginners miss out on, and yet I know that will help the realism in the final drawing. Finally, when you look at the top, same as the bottom, it's hills and valleys, so I'm drawing that as best as I can. Again, remembering it does not have to be exactly like the photo. Thanks to the line, I have a better appreciation of where the most hollow parts are. It helps me place each element more easily. Then I'm ready to add the stem, and the line really helps once more. Hold on before we move on. Your drawing looks pretty simple and plain right now, and you might think it doesn't look great. But once you start fitting it out, it all changes, I promise you. So don't rely on just what the sketch looks like. It's all the work that comes after that that's important. But you need to know how to draw first. So not just double, triple that. And with 2 or more circles, you can draw more things like, for example, a snowman, an avocado split open with a seed, a heart, and whatnot. This is a pear. And to help draw it, I can break it down into a big circle and a small one on top. I could even add another tiny one there, and you can already see the shape looking like a pear. Then I can link all parts with curved lines to render the pear's final shape. At first, I do it very roughly, and once I have that, I can start observing our photo better and make small adjustments like we did to the apple. Let's add the stem, and we're done. And look at this example here, combining a bunch of circles as well. You can truly have fun with that concept and do a lot of things. The trick to really spice things up with this method and have fun is to learn to fill out those shapes, like I was saying earlier. It's a different skill, but if you don't know how to draw complex things, it doesn't matter at all. All you need to do is to pick a medium and learn how to use it. It's extremely rewarding to see something simple turn into something beautiful and actually finished. I teach mostly watercolor and watercolor pencil painting, so I invite you to watch my other videos next for inspo. And if you're ready to practice actively, you can also visit my Skillshare classes from the link in the description to get started. I hope you enjoyed this short video. Thank you for watching and see you next time.